Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
And we all have goals in our lives, no matter what they are. Some of them, and it's probably some of the most important goals, is your health and your wellness. And sometimes we can't achieve those goals. We try our best in terms of what we eat, try to exercise. I get I get mixed messages all the time, not even sure what I should be doing. Sometimes I walk in a grocery store, I get totally confused. I just keep doing laps around there trying to figure out what I should be buying. But she helps people with that all the time as a health and wellness coach. And we're going to talk with her today about what it's like to have a coach and the whole process. Aarti Kumar is back with us. Hey, Aarti, how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. And I know we've talked before about different types of food, how to change what you eat, how to do it healthier, but thought it would be great to get right back to the basics of working with a coach. When you work with somebody, what really is your approach and how do you tailor it to everybody's goals?
So, what I do is I touch on emotional well-being, behavior change, and physical health.
Okay, let's talk about those in terms of emotional, which I think is underrated in how important it is.
Mhm.
What do you center on there?
I actually create a space for them to talk about their emotions with me. What's bothering them? Why do they think about that issue? So I create a comfort zone for them to release their emotions to me.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So it goes, I'm sure it goes pretty deep in sometimes can get a little personal because we all have stuff going on. If somebody says, hey, my life is absolutely perfect, they're not telling the truth. There's
No.
always, yeah, there's always something with somebody, relationships and all of that. So the emotional well-being is super important. Um, let's get to the physical health. How does that look for
Mhm.
you when you work with somebody?
So I create a plan for them to have a lifestyle change. If they don't be a physical person, they don't go out walking or they don't go to a gym to exercise, I facilitate that. I say, like, let's do this 10 minutes in the morning, go for a brisk walk. And then evening also 10 minutes. I gradually tell them you have to like incorporate some physical activity in your lifestyle.
Gotcha. And when it comes to that, those routines, are you following up with them?
Yes.
Okay.
So what they have to do is text me what they have done so far. Um, I kind of say next 2, 3 days, let's focus on 10 minutes one day and then increase it by 5 more minutes, 15 minutes, and then next day, 20 minutes. So accountability plays a part too.
Yeah.
They have to show me what they have done.
Artie's watching.
Yes.
And that's all
I,
part of it. You need that.
mm-hmm,
You need that accountability. Um,
mm-hmm.
so we've got the emotional thing handled. We've got the physical part of it handled. A lot of this is our behaviors, our habits. How do you help somebody change their behaviors into, I guess, healthy habits?
I would say I look at their meal plans and I kind of figure out what's wrong in their kind of meals. Like, how can I change it? How can I put it more of a behavior change? Like, for example, if they eat a lot of protein, not enough veggies, I kind of come in between and tell them you need to have equal portion of everything.
Gotcha. Yeah. Uh, this sounds easy, but it's not for the average person. It's
No,
not.
No.
It's so easy after a long day at work to come home and you're just,
Mhm.
yeah, let me just grab that and eat it. I had a busy day yesterday. Here comes a confession.
Hmm.
It was a challenging day in many ways. I'm just going to say that. And I came home and I was hanging out with a friend and I was like, we got to get something to eat. And she's like, Dairy Queen. I'm like, what? Dairy Queen. Yeah, let's do Dairy Queen. We have, I know it's bad, but let's do it. Um, I did it, including the chocolate shake. All I'm going to say is 4 hours later, I wasn't sleeping and regretting it. That's all I'm not gonna add any more details. Let's just say that. Fun at
Yes.
the moment, but and my point here is it's so easy to derail. When you
Hmm.
have, I try to eat healthier, but these things happen. So
Hmm.
let's talk about those success stories. You working with people, they went from here to here. Got one or two that you could pull out?
Yes, definitely. For emotional well-being, there was a client. She just let it out. 2 sessions, I had it with her, and she just let it her fears out. That she had a personal thing going on. Um, I told her we just do it step by step. Um, I told her um, one thing is that we need to have a stress reliever. Yoga is the best thing for her. I told her, like, yes, try to do yoga every night. She did that and
Hmm.
have like a tea in the evening, like chamomile tea, stress reliever. She
Hmm.
had that. And um, after, I would say, after 21 days, she felt better about herself and her self-esteem went up instead of down. I'm
Hmm.
like one of those emotional counselors. I know how it feels to,
I want to talk to you about the tea.
yes.
I just started on tea about a month ago. Wow. And I always avoided it because I couldn't find at least I didn't search enough to find decaf because I try not to do caffeine, just doesn't work for me. Um,
Right.
and every morning now I have ginger tea
Yeah.
and it's delicious. I think it supports my stomach a little bit better. I've substituted it for coffee as the first beverage in the morning. And I haven't done the chamomile or the nighttime tea to help you sleep better. Um,
Mhm.
it's in the cabinet. Haven't done it yet. Tell me your thoughts on that. Does that
I
really work?
Yes, it does. You should have that with a warm water, and it's wonder. I would say it relaxes your mind. You should have it around 7:30 after dinner,
Hmm.
and you should have a place where you're quiet, about to sleep. You have done your yoga or, you know, some physical exercise, and have this chamomile tea and like tell your body you're wanting to relax.
So it
And
really it is it chamomile or do you have any suggestions? Again, I don't know I hear chamomile, so it came in the variety pack, so I grabbed it.
mm,
Are there other
that's the
teas that
best one.
is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I think I'm going to do it tonight, to be honest with you. I would have done it last night. I totally forgot. But
With the
yeah,
chocolate shake, yes, definitely.
I can state here officially that will not be happening in a very long time. And it's something with, I'm being honest, something with dairy. I've never
Yes.
had a problem, but if I have a cheese stick, it's fine. Larger amounts, like having a slice of pizza, never had a problem. Over the summer, I had a problem. Same thing with the
Mhm.
chocolate shake last night. I'm like, I know it's bad, it's horrible, it's salty and sweet and everything, but I'm going to do it. It's dairy connected, and
Mhm.
the point here is our bodies change. You have to change with them and realize those things.
Right. You just need to realize yourself, like what is right and what is wrong.
Yeah.
Ultimately, if you follow a pattern, you kind of feel guilty after a while. Oh, I'm taking this chocolate cake. I shouldn't. You feel that guiltiness inside.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I did, but at the moment I was like, I'm not going to worry about it. Uh, but I learned my lesson. I was I needed it at the time. I don't regret it. I needed it at the time. It was one of
Hmm.
those days. How about another example of somebody that you've worked with? Anything else?
So, like, for example, the behavior change story I have that she had many things going on, especially at work. Um, she was a procrastinator. And I told her, why are you procrastinator? Why don't you make a list what you have to do? She was a procrastinator at work, at home, and really messed her up, basically.
Hmm.
So I told her, let's do baby steps at first. So we first tackled the workplace. That is important because that's your bread for the money daily usage. So I told her, let's make a list on Mondays, what you have to do for up to Friday. Like, so she made a list and we went through it step by step, like told her what is needed the first thing, what is the most important thing to tackle. And then she got the message. Like we met every other day. I asked her, what have you accomplished? And she liked that. Um, she was getting
Hmm.
better. First, we tackled workplace. Then, after a month, we tackled home, how to do like meals at home. They were eating out more often.
Hmm.
So, how to tackle that, managing your time at workplace, at home. So, everything can be done by time management.
So was that the biggest challenge for her, the time management?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That's a big thing for a lot of us. And even going out to eat, you don't realize how much you're spending.
Yes.
It's a lot of money when you really
Yes.
look at it. You're dumping a lot of cash there. Uh, hmm.
If you notice, for one person, if you go out, it's like $20 in a decent restaurant. So you can save that $20 at home, eating more healthier. You will live longer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It it really does add up, and we don't realize it, how much
Mm-hmm.
we're dumping. And it's so we know there's the added fees getting food delivered.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, like I did last night, you feel like you're worth it. Maybe a cheat meal and all of that's okay. But on a regular basis, you're essentially wasting a lot of money and also compromising your health. When you meet with somebody, Artie, how long is typically the length of each session? How often do you meet? Let's talk about that.
Yes, my program is 21 days, basically.
Hmm.
And with that, we do have weekly Zoom meetings. I make sure every Sunday evening or Monday evening we meet for 45 minutes. And then we do have a daily texting going on. Like we can text each other with the meals. They give me pictures of their meals, their physical exercise. Also, accountability is the must. My coaching is accountability. They need to, we are in a communication every single day. If it's 5 minutes or even 20 minutes, I'm fine with that. At least I want to know you're doing everything possible on your side to change.
And that the Zoom meetings are, a lot of people talk about in person versus Zoom. I think Zoom's fine. We can get this done with no issues, right?
Right.
Yeah.
If they're locally, I can meet up somewhere and see what we can meet somewhere, coffee shop or somewhere. We can do that too.
The accountability, I think, is the most important thing here, and the fact that you are available. There are a lot of coaches, therapists, everybody in that type of work. There's many that it's a 45-minute session and you're done. It sounds like you really care, and you're following up with texts. You're getting involved in their lives, what they're working on, which I think is so fantastic. What about somebody having an obstacle, a setback, during their journey? It's going to happen. They're going to have Dairy Queen. It's gonna, stuff like that's going to happen. But how do you help them through those moments?
So those moments, I need to know like what you're feeling. If they actually text me their picture where they went, like for example, if you texted me your picture of chocolate shake, and I would say, why did you do that? What you were feeling. And I just listen to them. They'll message me that I had a hard day at work. Nothing was going right. I needed some, chocolate in my life. I listen to them. Then next day, I set up a quick meeting with them. I will call them, listen to them. Why did you feel that? I know you had a hard day at work, but everyone has a hard day. Yes, we will go baby steps and listen. I will listen to their emotions, listen their behavior, and see if I can change that for next time. They don't do that next time.
How about techniques and tools? Anything that you offer there when somebody's going through some challenges, whether it's breathing techniques or meditation, anything like that?
Yes, I would say if you feel very emotional down, and yes, that evening, yes, sit aside and yes, close your eyes and just feel that, why you are emotional and down, why you feel that. Yes, close your eyes, think about it. Yes, say tomorrow will be a better day for me.
Yeah.
I would say like 5 minutes, yes, close your eyes and think about why you had a bad day. Recollect what you had. And then say to yourself, tomorrow will be a better day. I will make it a better day. Make it an action for you. Like tomorrow will be a better day for me.
Set the intention.
Yes.
That's what it sounds like. We plan all these other things in our lives, plan to have a better day. Take the steps that you're going to need to get there. And how about goals? We set those goals. Do you do certain things to help us get closer to those goals?
Yes, I would say when we meet in the beginning, session 1, we'll figure out what are your 3 main goals. Each week we'll try to knock out 1 goal as a baby step. So it should be measurable, achievable. So I don't want, for example, if a client says, I want to lose 40 pounds in 21 days, that's not achievable. So we need to have some measurable and achievable goal.
It sounds like we're being realistic, really, when it comes down to, yeah.
Yes.
You're You're a fantastic coach. You're not a miracle worker.
Yes. I will say losing 40 pounds in 3 weeks, that's unmeasurable. I mean, I cannot do that. And nobody can do that. And you will gain it back. If you do that, if a coach does that, you will gain it back in a month or two.
Yeah.
It's a slow process with your body, your mind, everything. It takes 21 days to change a habit.
And I've often heard that all the time. It's not like a sales thing that, well, you need to hop on board for at least 21 days. No, it does. It's been scientifically proven. They even say when people make New Year's resolutions, they don't achieve those goals because they give up after a week and a half, and they didn't wait at least 21 days to get it done.
Right.
Yeah. It's so important. It really does make a difference. And then, you offer the accountability, the education as well. But let's talk about that. I mean, some of the tools that you offer, you educate people with, any other things that, even offering different types of support there?
Yes, I will tell them if you need some counseling, I will definitely refer you to somebody for it. If you need to have a membership in gym, I can talk to the gym person, leader there, and tell them what you are needing, and then trainer can help you with it.
Sure.
So I offer many things. I will ask anybody to help, even your doctor. I can talk to your doctor saying what she needs to do for her health. We can, work together to improve her lab results.
I love that. That you're there. Again, there are, other great coaches, but they don't take a personal stake in somebody's journey, which it sounds like you do. And even when we talk about specialties, you help with all aspects, but nutrition, would you say that that's something that's kind of above everything that you really do like to focus on?
Yes. And that's the most important thing. I feel nutrition, whatever food goes to your body, that really helps with the lifestyle, mindfulness, everything.
Yeah. Even if I'm sorry, go ahead.
What food you put inside, it will come out.
100%. Even if you find, you're kind of foggy, you can't really think that great. It's probably connected to what you're eating, when you're eating it. So a lot of good stuff today, Aarti. How do we connect with you? If somebody wants to make the change, really get on the path to better health, how do we do that?
You can call me anytime. My number is 678-230-3779. And my website is aartikkumar.com.
Aarti spelled Aarti, then the letter K, and then Kumar, KUMAR.com to start that journey. At least start the conversation. Let somebody tell you what they're looking to do, and I'm sure that you will honestly tell them if you can help them achieve it. Yeah,
I will be there.
Yeah, and that's what it sounds like. You are there through every step of the journey. Aarti, thank you so much for being here today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com, or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, I mean, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house.
And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.